So this is one of the most amazing stone circles I've ever been in. It's the stones of Stenness on Orkney, and it's just incredible. I mean, some missing stones here. The farmer went ballistic in the 1800s and many of the stones were lost. There was even a dolmen in the center, which may have been put there later, perhaps in the Bronze Age. And the stone of Odin was here. We have the watchstone behind the camera. Now we have the NESS of BRODGAR just, you know, a few hundred yards up the road. We really have to question what this was all about. The abstract artistic nature of this really gets me. It's something that we find at many stone circles in this area, but especially here in Orkney. The thinness, the shape, very strange. It really blows me away, the stones of Stenness. These are, I feel much more power with this site. Whereas here, it's got this pristine energy about it, right next to the water. Got MAESHOWE over in the background. You can actually see it just over there. The ring of BRODGAR, the NESS of BRODGAR, the watchstone. We once had the stone of Odin, but it's this huge ditch, this henge carved out of solid rock, which amazes me about this site. It's like 20-30 feet thick. It went down probably 5 to 10 feet in places, carved out of solid bedrock, much like we find at the ring of BRODGAR. So why would they do that? Why would they go to so much trouble to carve out of solid rock and to shape the rock in such a way? Then they would transport these several miles from 2 or 3 different quarries in different parts of Orkney, and even one of the quarries is probably under the water now. And so there's a lot of unanswered questions about these sites, but the fact is they're still here and they were built to last. Look how thin this stone is. It is incredibly thin. These were probably 11 or 12 very powerfully thin and razor blade-like standing stones with a huge stone ditch cut into solid bedrock with a kind of kist or cyst in the middle. It could have had some kind of burial or sacred purpose. But look at these stones, they're huge and they're extremely thin. And this is just one of the most impressive sites. It was also here that the famous stone of Odin once existed, which was then destroyed by a farmer in the 1800s because of all the so-called tourists that would come here and ruin his crops as they tried to walk through his crops to get to the stones. And this is a whole stone, the stone of Odin, where, you know, people would come and get married. They'd sort of put their hands through the hole. It would be like fulfillment, you know, of hand fasting and so on and so forth, but that's all now completely disappeared, unfortunately.